Hey guys, so this is the third battle of Pokemon X and Y that I'm uploading today. So I've uploaded 3 just to make up for the moments I wasn't actually able to upload. So this is versus Max, another fantastic player from Greece. So let's get started. As you guys can see, my team is a pure sand team. I always wanted to give it a go. So here we go guys, let's see how we do in the battle. So he's going to send out his Umbreon. I'm going to go straight for my Tyranitar just to set up the Sandstream. So here comes the Sandstream. And let's see what he does. I'm actually going to go straight for the Mega now. So I don't really use Mega Tyranitar. He is actually a very dangerous Pokemon if used correctly. I'm going to go straight for the actual Dragon Dance, but he actually predicts that and goes straight for the Taunt. I don't know if he knew I carried Dragon Dance or just didn't want the Stealth Rocks up, but regardless what he decided, that was a great play on his behalf. So now that he knows I've got Dragon Dance, I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge, just to see how much damage that does. And surprisingly, it doesn't do that much because I'm assuming he's a defensively invested Umbreon. So as you can see, he's popped off the Wish, which is it's very annoying because they do tend to stall out. So I knew he was going to switch in, and he actually sends out his Scizor now. So I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge again. It does respectable damage, more than half, but he's going to get a lot of it back from the Wish that Umbreon did. So my Taunt actually wears off. I'm not going to take any chances. He probably has superpower and can outspeed me. I'm going to go straight for the Extra Drill, just to pretty much see what he does. He actually goes straight for the U-turn. And judging by that damage, he is absolutely Choice Banded. So Choice Banded Scizors are very scary. Their attack power is off the charts. So here comes the Zapdos now, and just a bit of chip damage from the Sandstorm. So I'm actually going to withdraw my Extra Drill and send out my Tyranitar again, trying to set up the Dragon Dances as much as I can. He's actually going to go straight for the Heat Wave, so luckily I switched out. And I was hoping I don't get burned, which I don't, so that's great. So he's going to go straight for the Volt Switch now. And Tyranitar is chunky as they very defensive Pokemon, so that doesn't do too much damage. Here comes the Scizor again, and I'm going to actually go straight for the Dragon's Dance. So I've got that +1 in attack and speed, and I'm pretty sure I can outspeed now, but I just decided to switch out because a Choice Banded Bullet Punch is just going to do way too much damage. Plus I want my Sandstream up again for my Extra Drill. So the Hippowdon can take any physical attack. He is a defensive beast, and I knew the Bullet Punch would take out my Tyranitar. So luckily Hippowdon withstands that rather easily. I'm going to definitely take out this opportunity to set out my Stealth Rocks. I think this is probably the only chance I have to do it. So rocks are up, which is going to be very good for me throughout this battle. And if you guys don't know, Umbreon out of all the evolutions is probably one of the most threatening, in my opinion, if not the most threatening, probably tied with Sylveon. So he's going to go straight for the Moonlight and get some HP back, but that actually doesn't heal that much because the Sandstorm is up. So that actually nullifies a lot of the healing ability. But he does have the leftovers, so he's almost back at full HP, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now that he's trapped in, I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake because Dugtrio does have the Arena Trap ability, which pretty much traps any Pokemon from switching out. And I'm just going to go ahead and pretty much hit him with another Earthquake here just to get him back into a range where I can probably revenge kill him. So here comes the Earthquake. And I do manage to land the critical hit. Unfortunately, he does live it, but it really doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure the next Earthquake is definitely going to take him out. My Dugtrio is Choice Banded, by the way, guys, just to let you know. So just gives that extra oomph in attack power when I need it, and this Earthquake is definitely going to be able to take out his Umbreon. So I'm really happy about that. Once the Umbreon went down, I was pretty relaxed with the rest of his team. So here comes the Sizzle. So I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake, and I'm assuming he didn't Bullet Punch because he wants to go for a Defog, but he doesn't. He's surprising, goes straight for a U-turn. And I don't think he was expecting my Dugtrio to be Choice Banded, because otherwise he would have gone straight for the Bullet Punch and not taken that extra damage he did from the Earthquake. Regardless, he sends out his Houndoom now, one of my favorite Pokemons, and that does a lot of damage, takes a lot of damage from the Stealth Rock and the Sandstorm, so more than 25%. I'm going to go ahead and send out my Tyranitar, which is probably the best counter that I have for his Houndoom. It reveals that he actually has the Houndoom, Mega Houndoom, so amazingly cool looking Pokemon, absolutely love it. And he's going to go straight for the Destiny Bond, so that was pretty good prediction on his behalf. However, I went for the Dragon Dance, so I kind of knew these things like to carry the Destiny Bond once in a while. So Sandstorm is gone, and he's going to go straight for the Destiny Bond again. So at this point, I'm actually just going to finish him off because I don't need my Tyranitar. So I'd rather get rid of his Houndoom if you mean sacrificing my Tyranitar. That's perfectly fine. So down goes his Houndoom, and down goes my Tyranitar in a Kamikaze attack. But I was actually very happy with the outcome. Didn't bother me too much at all. So he's going to send out his Tentacruel now. I'm going to send out my Choice Scarf Garchomp. And I'm going to go pretty much straight for the Outrage here. So I could have clicked Earthquake, but I've got to take into consideration he does have that Zapdos. So I went straight for the Outrage. He's going to go for the Scald, pretty much fishing for the burn, hoping I get burnt. Luckily for me, and unfortunately for him, I don't get burned, and this Outrage is going to be way too much for that Squid to be sticking around any further. So down goes Squidward. And I do get confused from the Outrage, but that's perfectly fine. The damage has already been done. So here comes his Zapdos now. Takes great damage from the Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to actually withdraw my Garchomp because I don't want to get hit by Confusion. I'm going to send out my Hippowdon now just to get off the Sandstream again. Because if his Zapdos is a Storly one, then it definitely has Roost as well. So he actually went for the Defog just to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. But in my opinion, it's pretty much a waste of a time because he's only got, I think, 2 Pokemon left. Maybe this one and one more. I can't remember exactly. So he does have 2 Pokemon left. And his last Pokemon is that Sizzle, which is perfectly fine. And the reasons why I said he wasted his Defog is because I actually set up my Stealth Rocks again just to piss him off pretty much at this stage. So he's going to go for another U-turn. And I did make a mistake. I actually forgot about his Gengar. I'm actually going to go straight for the Whirlwind. So because he likes to store me out, I'm pretty much decided to store him out with Stealth Rock damage. So I'm going to keep going straight for the Whirlwind and let the Stealth Rock damage mount up. Pretty much just take out his Pokemon if possible. He's going to go for the knockoff, but I do survive that on 1 HP. I'm going to go straight for the Whirlwind again. So he's going to go for the Defog. And he really doesn't want those rocks up. But for me personally now, at this time, at this stage of the battle, it doesn't matter if they're up or not. I'm more than happy to let my Hippowdon go down to his Scizor. So he has 3 Pokemon left that are pretty much on death's bed. They don't have too much HP left. I'm going to actually go send out my from memory, I send out my Garchomp or my Excadrill. No, it is my Garchomp, and it is Choice Scarf, and I'm just going to go straight for the outrage here. So I don't think he knows my Garchomp is Choice Scarfed, so it is able to outspeed the Gengar. And I think that was a bit of a shock to him. He wasn't expecting that. So that's more than enough to take out the very fragile Gengar. And he's down to his last Pokemon, which is the Sizzle, that has probably about maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 HP left, I guess. And he's going to go for a Bullet Punch just to get some chip damage. And that actually does quite a bit of damage. And unfortunately, I killed myself with the confusion. So, great job, Garchomp. He pretty much took out more than half his team. And here comes the Excadrill. I know he's locked into Bullet Punch, so there's nothing he can do to me. And I'm just going to go ahead and pretty much take him out with a disrespectful Iron Head. So there we are, guys. That's another Pokemon XY Wi-Fi battle done. Thank you so much to my opponent Jackal. Another fantastic battle, mate. And I really hope you guys enjoy this battle. I'll catch you all in the next upload.